the Green River Night Invite. Jace Andrews alongside Hudson Gardner as we're going to give you the first game here of the Powell Pioneers taking on the Lockwood, Montana Razorbacks. And hopefully we got another good day of baseball. It's day number 3, 5 games coming your way, with the first one obviously being these Powell Pioneers versus the Razorbacks. And Hudson, you've gotten to see a couple games now, but today you're going to get the full experience here at the Night Invite. You ready for it?
Oh yeah, I'm super excited to be here.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll give you the lowdown on what these teams have done up until this point and let you know what to expect in this one. We'll be right back. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Invite.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uinta County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable, the staff at Kazine's Ace Hardware is ready to assist with any home improvement project. Kazine's Ace Hardware, the helpful place, has expanded their store and inventory to meet your every need. Next time you're updating, painting, or maintaining your home, or you're in need of small engine repair on your lawnmower, chainsaw, or snowblower, visit Kazine's Ace Hardware at 800 Front Street in Evanston.
It's the 1-1 Lockwood Razorbacks facing the 2-0 Powell Pioneers here in this tournament. And Jace Andrews, Hudson Gardner as the day 3 getting ready to go here at the Green River Night Invite. Powell looking to pounce early on Lockwood. 2-0 on the weekend, got a victory yesterday. And, actually, they lost to Cheyenne, didn't they? 4-3, so both these teams looking for their second victory. Lockwood played Rollins yesterday, had a pretty good 10-4 victory, had the loss against the Green River Knights in night 1, and Hudson, you got to witness that. What can we expect from Lockwood coming up?
Lockwood definitely had some big hits in that Green River game. They just needed to kind of string something together, so hopefully they can get that going this game.
And then Powell coming in here, obviously they had the tough loss against Cheyenne yesterday, and they played really tough, and they obviously have the big bats. Brock Johnson pitched the first 2 innings, and he'll be batting leadoff today, batting in the shortstop hole as well. So we'll take another quick break. When we come back, we'll give you the team spotlights and get ready for the keys to the game as well. You're listening to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Invite here on MyLocalRadio.com, part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
At Alta Construction, we specialize in pre-engineered steel buildings, interior office framing, finishes and flooring, concrete work from foundations to concrete flat work. Alta Construction specializes in industrial and commercial projects. Call today at 307-786-4834. Alta Construction, from conception to completion.
town of Mountain View is located in the historic Bridger Valley and serves as the gateway to the high Uintas. With a panoramic view of the rugged Uinta peaks, you feel like you're in paradise. Our town park and scenic river walk offer a safe place for rest and relaxation. Looking for a great place to live? Our quality of life is great and our people are very friendly. Come join our tranquil way of life. The town of Mountain View, a gateway to the high Uintas.
Book your next event at Aspen Cinemas. Make it your own with corporate or family parties, birthdays, video game nights, or personal screenings of new movies. They're all available. With affordable pricing and easy booking, you can make your next event stand out at Aspen Cinemas. Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846. Book your event today at Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846.
It's time for our Aspen Cinemas Team Spotlight. Go check out Horizon and American Saga Part 1. You can scan that QR code in the bottom right corner for tickets. All right, Jace Andrews, Hudson Garner, looking at these teams, the Powell Pioneers alongside the Lockwood, Montana Razorbacks. I think for Lockwood, it's very simple. If a designated away team, you got to keep the Powell Pioneers quiet here in the first inning to try and almost give yourself a chance because we know the offense that Powell brings.
Oh, yeah, Powell's always been just historically just a really good offensive team, and they can get the bats going, and you can't let them run away with anything.
So that's going to be key in this first inning for the Razorbacks to contain Powell, and especially with their top three guys, Brock Johnson, Jordan Laura, and Cade Queen. Those all three could be very serious aspects in this first inning. If we go over to Powell's side, I think it's probably the exact opposite. Get something going early, and that way you can kind of build off that lead the entire game.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like you said, the opposite. They got to jump on top of Lockwood right away and then run away with the game.
All right, we got one more break. We'll be right back here. We'll have the starting lineups and the keys to the game and everything in between. We're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Invite here on MyLocalRadio.com.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, EAS, and our brand new cybersecurity. Also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. You always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Bridger Valley Electric Association provides safe, reliable, and affordable electric energy and related services to their member owners in Wyoming and Utah. Bridger Valley Electric is a consumer-owned cooperative.
Welcome back to the Kazine's Ace pregame show, and we're ready to go here for the game number 1 of day 3 of the Green River Night Invite. We've gone through our Aspen Cinemas team spotlight, Ellingford Brothers keys to the game, and well, now it's time for our starting lineups today, and we'll start with the Powell Pioneers as they'll be the visiting team. Brock Johnson will bat in the leadoff spot and play shortstop today. Jordan Laura, the left fielder, goes to the 2-hole. Batting third, it's the third baseman, Cade Queen. And then in the cleanup spot, it's Trey Stinnerson, the center fielder. Batting fifth, the Jet Schwan, the catcher. The designated hitter, Cole Foskey, will bat in the 6th slot. Ethan Welch, the second baseman, will bat 7th. In the 8 hole, it's Jacob Gibson, the first baseman. And then rounding out the order in the 9 slot, it's Trevian Solberg, the right fielder. Looking at the defense for the Lockwood, Montana Razorbacks, it's Eggy at first base, Linneman at second, and McAuliffe at third, with Siroc playing short. The outfield from left to right, Koch, Stratton, Wadoops, and then the battery, it's Struckman pitching to Jackson, and Struckman is looking for some strikeouts today. Jace Andrews alongside Hudson Gardner bringing you all the action from inning number 1 until either inning number 7 or a 2-hour time limit, or pretty much everything in between. We've got run rules and a lot of different things that this game can end on. And for right now, it's the Powell Pioneers, so come out here with their white jerseys, the black numbers with the orange lining around them. Got a black and orange stripe down the left side and right side of their leg. And then they have the orange lettering across the chest. For Lockwood, they've got a sort of maroonish jersey with red numbers, black lining, and pinstripes down there as well with red belts.
Probably going to be my 2 favorite jerseys I've seen all weekend.
Really? I kind of like the maroon pinstripes. It looks nice.
That's what we were talking about the other day with Elan. I love pinstripes anyways, but when you kind of bring a different color into it, it's something, but I love it.
Well, I will say, I forget who it was Laramie? Somebody had the old Rocky-style jerseys with the vests, and then they had shirts underneath. And I was like, those look nice. Not going to lie.
Wait for Jackson. Jackson has a bunch of jerseys, but they have a pair of baby blues that are really nice. And
that's what Rollins yesterday had, a baby blue pinstripe jersey with red lettering.
Dang, we had a fall ball jersey like that. It was baby blue with red pinstripes, and pinstripes just make you feel better, you know?
As a Red Sox fan, I cannot say that. But, I mean, I can respect how they look. My high school had pinstripes, and they were cream and pinstripes. They looked really nice, not going to lie.
Oh, yeah, that's a great combo.
Brock Johnson will lead us off here as the Powell Pioneers try to get everything going with the American flag on their back and the Wyoming flag just below it. Struckman on the mound, and from the windup, the first pitch of day 3. Inside pitch. Ball number 1 starts us off here at the Green River Night Invite for day number 3. And what is a chilly morning, not going to lie. Not expecting this in June.
Definitely a lot chillier than yesterday.
That's a hard shot down the third base line. It's fair, and Johnson will have himself on base to start off this one with a single. Great piece of hitting as he watched one pitch. Second one he saw, another inside pitch. Takes it right where it came back from as he goes down the third base line.
One other thing is that wind's at our back right now, so it's kind of something that an outfielder or even an infielder at the pop fly got to take note of. That ball's going to carry just a little bit more.
When we saw yesterday, we hadn't had too many home runs, but yesterday had 4 in the last 2 games. So
this Powell team's definitely one to up that number.
Runner at first, and Struckman's pitch to the new batter, Jordan Laura, is high for ball number 1. Johnson has speed over there at first, so would not be surprised to see him take off at some point. Got a small lead over there at first at the moment, though. Struckman now from the stretch. Goes high again with this one. Johnson will stay put after it bounces out of the glove of Jackson. One thing I find interesting about the Lockwood team is their baseball hats have the logo in the bottom right-hand corner. And I don't think I've ever seen a baseball team have a hat like that.
Yeah, usually it's like just big middle. Kind of just very odd.
2-0 pitch. Just outside there, 3 balls and no strikes, so Laura have to see if he'll get the green light.
Can't say I hate it, though. I think it still looks good.
The logo is really nice, too. Like, up close, it's a really cool Razorback logo.
Oh, yeah.
It's just something you don't see that often. 3-0, Johnson, very short lead over there at first. Struckman's pitch. Stays high, a 4-pitch walk. There's runners at first and second for Cade Queen, the 3-hole.
It's definitely the start that Powell wanted. Get the first 2 guys on and bring up their bigger bats at the bottom of the lineup.
Yeah, you got Cade Queen and Trey Stinnerson here, who both have the potential to really just light this one up early.
That's the one thing you don't want to do is Lockwood. You don't want to give them any momentum.
First pitch, a strike taken outside half, goes with the breaking ball there.
Something I think we saw a lot yesterday was a first pitch breaking ball, which is just as a batter you're not expecting it, so you kind of just don't really have a chance at it.
especially with runners at first and second. You'd think you'd go with the fastball to get a strike. Another breaking pitch. This one slides too far away. 1-1.
Definitely see a lot more breaking balls at these 3-4 holes.
Yeah, you're not going to give them the fastball in terms of, unless you get to a bad count. 1-1. Well, there's a fastball hit high in the air, left center field. As the center fielder Stratton moving over to his right, makes the catch, tagging is Johnson. Relay throw will not be made as it's cut off by the shortstop Searock. And there's runners at the corners now for Cade Queen after the fly ball, or excuse me, for Trey Stinnerson after the fly ball by Cade Queen.
That one was probably 5 feet from going out, man. It was pretty close.
Yeah, it was warning track power. If there was a warning track at this field, is there one? There is. Just hard to see from this angle.
That's I think if you have a metal bat, that ball's going out.
Oh, yeah. Or heck, maybe even a couple more hours in the day when it's a little warmer.
Oh, yeah.
Runner takes off, fakes the throw down. It's a stolen bag for Jordan Laura and a strike taken at the plate by Stinnerson. Stinnerson, the center fielder. Big, tall, upright stance. 2 runners in scoring position for a base hit. Would score in both as that one's a strike, and it's 0-2 here.
Definitely not the count you want to be in with the guys in scoring positions where you just want to try to capitalize on something like this. Got to be able to work yourself into a good account.
Struckman looking to get out of this damage that he's put himself into. Outside with that pitch, 1-2.
As a pitcher, though, you do have a couple pitches to not necessarily throw away, but you can definitely throw a pitch that you don't really have to worry about spiking or getting out because you have a ball to give up at the moment.
1 ball, 2 strikes from the stretch here. And a cut and a miss by Stinnerson. It's a strikeout for Struckman and a huge out number 2 as now he's 1 out away from getting out of this jam.
He's thrown a lot of, looks like a slider from back here, but he's thrown a lot of those start off the game, which is definitely a different approach because I know most pitchers want to hide their junk until about second or third time through the lineup, but he's doing a good job jumping on top of the Pioneers.
Jet Schwan will step up, and I think in this situation you're just trying to hold face in the first, so maybe you show a little more than you'd want. First pitch to Swan, it's that slider this time doesn't find the zone.
Yeah, definitely against a team like this with the capability of just smashing baseball, so they different approach, definitely working so far.
1-0 with runners off second and third. In the dirt, 2-0. Schwan is the catcher today for the Pioneers. He's got 2 balls here. 2 outs in the inning, 2 runners on the base pass, looking to try and push across at least 1 to get a lead for Powell. On the ground to the shortstop, Searock with the glove, and he actually boots the ball off the glove. It's going to be an E6. The run will come home to score as he put his glove down, went to pick the ball out of his glove. It wasn't there.
It's a really crappy feeling for the pitcher, just knowing you got yourself
a ground ball.
Work yourself into a good count, and you force a ground ball like that, and then it just doesn't go through your way.
Well, now brings up the designated hitter Cole Foskey with a 1-run lead for the Pioneers. Have to see if a play is on with Schwan over there at first. And there's 2 outs, but so team take off. He does, and they're going to have him step off, and they're trying to get in the run down. They want to get that run home, and he's going to let him take second. And now they're going to have the run, and that throw goes into center field. So the run's going to score easily. Running around to third is going to be Schwan. And that's a play we've seen a lot recently in baseball, is trying to get in a run down with 2 outs, seeing if you can force that run across. And that time he kind of forced the pitcher's hand. He decided to throw it, and he missed the glove of his second baseman, Linneman. Went into center field. It's 2-0, and now another run is 90 feet away.
Yeah, you definitely hear the dugout yelling at him just to let him go, let him get to second, because, I mean, that's coordinated chaos right there, and that's exactly what Powell wanted.
Well, and that's why I think it's an interesting idea from Schwan as the first pitch here to Foskey is taken upstairs for a ball. He wasn't going to go to second. He was saying, I'm going to stand here until you do something.
Oh, yeah, he's probably just stand right next to the second baseman the whole time, even if he was still pitching.
1-0. That's a Pie, 2-0. And you're starting to see that more just because you want that run in, especially in just the 1-run lead, but it's certainly an interesting strategy that has kind of formulated over the past, I'd say, 2 years in baseball. There's a strike, 2-1 to Foskey.
It is a little risky with 2 outs just because, I mean, if that guy gets tagged out before that guy scores, and you just kind of wasted an opportunity. But also with 2 outs, it's a good way to get a for sure safe run. So it's got its goods and bads.
I gotta miss that one. Breaking ball goes downstairs. He doesn't find it. 2-2.
So in this situation, that play would have paid off if there's an out right here.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runs in the inning. A runner off third. The pitch from Foskey. Gets away from the catcher. Coming home is Schwann. 3-0 Powell Pioneers. Well, it paid off extra now.
Oh, yeah.
You had the run in the first one, and because of the errant throw and now the wild pitch, you get another run in there. It's 3-0, and Foskey with a 3-ball, 2-strike count has no one on base. For Struckman, though, you go or have the choice to go back to the windups. Looks like he's going to stick with the stretch. Stays up high, ball 4, and runner will go to first base here now with 2 outs.
Powell's doing exactly what they wanted to start off this game, is to start off hot and put some runs on the board.
Well, maybe even a bigger thing, you're also seeing the entire pitch arsenal of Struckman, and you're seeing a lot of them too. Now, obviously, because of the way this game is going, I don't know how long he'll stay in there, but you're seeing all of it, which maybe could force him out earlier.
Yeah, because then you get to the second time through the lineup, and all these guys know what's coming now. They know what he has available, so now they're able to anticipate it.
Pickoff attempt is not in time over there as Foskey is in without really a play. Ethan Welch, the second baseman, steps up, batting from the right side. Staying over at first is Foskey, and Welch takes a strike.
He's taking more of an aggressive secondary, too. Over at first, probably trying to set up either a steal or trying to bait a throwback.
Runner off first. Struckman comes in with the pitch. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Slide in safe there is Foskey. Second, or rather third stolen base of the inning for the Pioneers.
Yeah, like I was saying, he was trying to set up that steal. It's something you see a lot where that first pitch, he kind of times it, sees what he can get, and then takes the second pitch.
2-0. There's the first strike on a swing and a miss as he goes right through that one. Welch now with the base hit and 2 outs. Runner will be off on contact. Could score the 4th run.
Yeah, anything in the grass, Powell's probably going to tend to be more aggressive, so they might send him home.
Struckman's pitch just low there. Wanted it on the fastball. Doesn't find it.
Those are always a tough one as a catcher to try to receive because you're trying to make sure it doesn't get past it because it's low, but you're still trying to frame it up.
3-1 is upstairs. It's ball 4. There's runners off first and second now. 2 outs and somewhat of a 2-out rally here as it was single walk, fly out, strikeout. And then since then we've had 3 runs come across the score, an error, a single, and now a walk. Jacob Gibson, the 8th slot in the order, which means 8 have come to bat here in the first inning for Powell. He's the first baseman today. We'll have a mound visit here for the Razorbacks. Entire infield's come in and a little of a discussion going on between the pitcher and his coach over there. We have the infield meeting behind the mound and the battery and pitching coach meeting right in front of the mound. A little pat on the back, kind of trying to just calm him down here, especially after a walk. You want him to throw strikes and make Powell beat you.
Yeah, you definitely get out of this rough first inning and try to get your bats going.
So here's Jacob Gibson, the first baseman. Powell with a 3-0 lead and a chance to grow that here in just the top of the first. Pitch from Struckman. It's hit high in the air, shallow left field. Coming on is Koch. He has it drop right in front of him, and there will be a run scored on a RBI single. And Koch and Searlock there trying to discuss maybe a miscommunication. Who called the ball? What kind of happened in that situation?
Yeah, that one's always rough because as an infielder, you're running back and you're trying to read the ball, but you're also trying not to run into anybody. And then same with an outfield, you're running in on the ball and you're trying to watch for that guy, make sure you don't run into him. So It's kind of waiting for the other guy to call it.
And on top of which, you got to battle the wind and all this as well.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely – that ball's flying one way, and then that wind starts taking it once it gets to the top of its curve, and then it goes the other way.
Now we have Travion Solberg as he will watch a ball, and he's the 9th batter to hit in this inning.
The last thing you want to do in this first inning is bring up the top of the lineup again and just let Powell keep cruising. That's not what you want to do.
1-0. It's up high, 2-0. And that's why I think it's, again, get the ball in the zone and just see what happens. You know, let your defense work behind you.
Yeah, as a pitcher, you just have to trust the guys behind you to make a play when you give it to them.
2-0 is upstairs and inside. It's 3-0. Brock Johnson stands on deck. He singled in this inning and came around to score for the first run of the game. 3-0, Struckman from the stretch. Finds the zone there, 3 balls and 1 strike now. Trying to work his way backward. He's got Gibson at first, Welch at second base here. 4 runs into the inning, but 2 outs. Checks the runner at second, the pitch here. Up high and above the head there of Solberg. He'll walk it. Bases will be loaded for the top of the order once again. Brock Johnson will step up.
Yeah, definitely for the pitcher, you need to find a groove fast. Because you can't let this ball game run away from you in the first.
Pitch to Johnson. It's upstairs. 2 outs in the inning, so if he can get a fly ball, a ground ball, and out some way, somehow, you honestly don't come out of this inning too bad with just a 4-0 deficit. There's the zone with a fastball. However, you're at the top of the order with the bases loaded. If it doesn't go your way, you could be looking at a very tough deficit to climb back from early. And Johnson smacks that into deep left center field. That one is going, and it's a grand slam. He clears the bases and clears the fence, doubling the lead, 8-0 Powell. And Brock Johnson flexes the bicep, shows the muscle, and gives his team an 8-0 lead as he launches a grand slam over the left center field fence.
Yeah, that ball off the bat, everybody knew it was gone. That was loud contact, and then looked like a higher located pitch that definitely was not where it was supposed to be, and Brock just took advantage of it and took that ball yard.
Bases cleared, 4 runs added on there, and Brock Johnson, a happy man in the first base dugout.
Definitely brings up the vibes over at Powell.
Now we got a first pitch, fly ball to Jordan Laura. Center field, shallow, coming in and making the catch is Stratton. 8 runs come across to score, though, as Brock Johnson launches a grand slam. And we head to the bottom of the first inning as Lockwood going to have to start chipping away at this 8-0 deficit. We'll be right back here as you're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green Knight Invite here on MyLocalRadio.com, part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh-made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
Out here, we've always worked remote. Out here, stress usually refers to the pull on a rope. Where a stroll in the city is also a stroll in the great outdoors. Where work is a way of life, and life is good. Out here, the backyards are big, and the deals, they're even bigger. This is southwestern Wyoming, and it's where you can get the biggest deals on a vehicle you want with plenty of hometown hospitality. Heritage Auto, your hometown dealer with the biggest deals.
That's what I do like about Singley, though.
If there's one man happier on the field than Brock Johnson, it's his pitcher, as he'll come out here, Devin Kokler, with an 8-run advantage, and he hasn't thrown a pitch yet. Let's get you the starting lineups for the Lockwood Razorbacks. Britton Koch will bat in the leadoff slot and play in the left field spot. Batting second, Tyler Linneman, the second baseman. The shortstop, Dawson Searock, will bat third. And in the cleanup, It's Tristan Stratton, the center fielder. The first baseman, Teague Eggy, will bat in the 5 hole, and batting 6th, it's Dallas Jackson, the catcher. Designated hitter Will Wetzel will bat 7th, and in the 8th slot, it's Ethan Woodups, the right fielder. Rounding out the order, it's Reed McAuliffe, the third baseman, bats in the 9 hole, and Cooper Struckman is the one who is DH for. Let's go for the defensive alignment here for these Powell Pioneers. Gibson will play at first, Welch will be at second, Cade Queen will be at third base, and then Brock Johnson, who just launched a grand slam on the top of the first, will play at the shortstop position. The outfield from left to right, Laura, Stenerson, and Solberg, and the battery. It's Jet Schwan catching the pitcher today, who may be the happiest man on the field right now, Devin Kokler, because Hudson, I don't think you can have a better outing than to come out and already have an 8-run advantage.
Oh, yeah, just like takes kind of most of the pressure off you. Like, no one's really expecting you to keep you in a close game right now, and you're up already 8 runs. So as a pitcher, you got to be happy about that.
First pitch from Kokler is a ball up high.
And you probably get that energy boom or energy bump off of that grand slam, and you're just everybody's riding high right now.
You're feeling good all around. Ground ball right back up the middle. Second baseman Welch has it off his glove. Tried to kind of maybe go a little bit quicker, didn't see the ball in. Would have been a tough play either way, so we'll give Coke the single on that.
Yeah, that backhanded play up the middle is pretty hard to make, especially when it rolls off the mound like that. It kind of takes a different angle, not coming at you straight.
Brings up the 2 slot, Tyler Linneman, the second baseman. He pitched yesterday in the game, and a first pitch steal. It's thrown up high and into center field. Luckily right there is Stenerson to back him up, so it'll just be 1 bag for Coke.
Lockwood being aggressive early. When we watched them on, Thursday night, I don't think they were doing that too much, but definitely good to see from them early on.
Well, it's nice. I mean, you're down 8-0. I think just put all the cards on the table, see what happens.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, and just chip away at the lead. No, you can't get all 8 runs back with one at bat, so you got to chip away every inning.
Another ball here to Linneman. I mentioned Linneman. He was the pitcher yesterday coming in to finish out the game against Rollins in that 10-4 victory. Runner takes off for third, and that's popped high in the air, third base side. It'll go out of play. And it's obvious that the early strategy, be aggressive. Coke was going for third, and by the human eye, I'm pretty sure he had it.
He got some wheels over there, too. He was about, I'd say, halfway there by the time his ball was even released. He had a great jump.
2 balls, 1 strike. Just outside.
Yeah, Lockwood's doing a good job of not backing down. Powell had a good first inning, but they're trying to respond back with a big one themselves.
Kokler's pitch. Just outside. It's 3-1. Nobody out in the inning. Dawson Searock is on deck, the shortstop.
This Powell, you want to just kind of keep him down. You don't want to let him get any energy and pull away from you.
That's a line drive that'll find some green grass in the left center field gap. Rounding second, rounding third is Brendan Koch. It's an RBI single for Tyler Linneman. And, well, like you said, you don't want to give him any motivation. There's nobody out. They already got a run in and a runner at first. That's a pretty good start for the Razorbacks.
That was a perfect hit and run, too. He started stealing, and he made good hard contact. I mean, there was no shot of even getting the runner out at home, yeah.
Dawson Searock will now step up. We'll see if the aggressive continues over with Linneman. That's high for ball 1. 8-1 your new score. Montana Lockwood trying to just chip away at this 8-run deficit. Second pitch is a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, Montana's doing a good job of that too. They're not being too overly aggressive, but they're definitely taking good hacks and making good contact and stealing bags, which is a good game plan to go back.
That's low. Runner was going. It's another stolen bag, and it's the ball. 2-1. Linneman at second now.
8-1 on the board.
Dawson Searock still at the plate now with a runner at scoring position with a 2-1 count. Watches that pitch go outside. It's 3-1. And if you're Kokler here, it's really just trying to find the strike zone, and especially with the 8-run deficit, just throw strikes, see if your defense can work behind you.
Yeah, you just got to find a groove and stick with it. Just getting there is the hard part at the moment.
Inside for ball 4, runners off first and second, and right away we're going to have a mound meeting here as nobody out, a run in, runners at first and second.
Hey, the score's 8-1.
He's a coach and doesn't know how to work his
So we'll see what happens here with this mound meeting, as it's a decent conversation here.
Probably telling them what we just talked about. You got a cushion. You just need to find a groove and stick with it and trust the guys behind you. I know there's definitely a couple studs in that field out there, so just let them hit the ball.
In theory here, with runners at first and second, you got to force around the infield, so there's a chance for a double play somewhere. Nobody out in the inning, though, and the 3-slot Dawson Searlock off third, or rather first, bringing up Tristan Stratton.
Yeah, Lockwood's been able to do a lot of damage, make a lot loud contact with their first 3 guys up on deck, or up this inning.
Stratton, the 4-slot, batting from the left-handed side. That's low. 2-0.
It definitely is a batter here you kind of want to take until you see a strike, just because you got a guy up there that's not really hitting the strike zone too much, so you want to just kind of be patient.
Kokler's pitch inside, almost got the foot. Throw down to third. He's going to be left out to dry. What a play by the catcher, Schwann, who had that ball bounce away from him, but immediately fires it over to third, and that's a tough way to get the first out if you're Montana.
That's a great block and recovery by the catchers. The guy had no chance going to third.
Runner at second base, 1 out in the inning, and a 3-0 count. That's a strike, 3-1.
That's kind of the play that kind of kills an inning too. If you're Lockwood trying to make a rally, can't get out of third here.
Popped in the air, foul territory, third base side, moving over is Queen, and he can't make the grab. Kind of reached his bare hand as the wind took it a little bit and maybe lost it for a moment.
Yeah, that ball's so hard to track when you're running backwards and that ball's flying with you. You're kind of hoping a prayer out there.
Just throw the glove out and hopefully it hits it.
Oh, yeah.
Full count, though, at the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Stratton. Teague Egge stands on deck. Egge had a 2 RBI single in the first inning against Rollins yesterday. The full count pitch from Kokler. Right side, through for a base hit. Let's see if they send the runner. They're going to hold him at third after a great throw from Gibson. Now runner goes to second, throw back to third, tag, he's out. Another throw by Schwann to put on the highlight reel. There's 2 gone.
That was a great job just deking him out with that fake pump. Got the third guy at third to bite just enough just to turn back and back pick him.
Well, that's tough. You have an 8-run deficit, got 1 run in. You've had back-to-back outs at third now.
Oh, yeah. Credit to the catcher. Those are both just really good throws.
Great plays.
Yeah, it's Lockwood. You just got to kind of tip your cap to him.
First pitch, the new batter Egge's outside for ball 1. Well, and like you said, that fake out was a big thing because that was the goal of trying to run over to second, see if you can get a throw and advance the runner from third home. Because of the fake out, he got a little bit too far off, and then an absolute bullet from Schwann to get over to the third baseman, Queen, who was covering to tag him out.
Yeah, all it is an extra 2 steps from the guy at third, and that puts him out on an island. It's just
2-0 is lined into center field. It's going to drop in front of the center fielder, and it's going to bounce off his glove, which that's going to allow the runner to come home sliding in. He'll be safe without a tag. It was actually a closer play than I thought it was going to be off the good arm of Stenerson, but either way, it's a run in for the Razorbacks, and it cuts the deficit to 6, 8-2.
Yeah, the Razorbacks are doing a great job with the plate right now, just making nice hard contact. Nothing crazy, no like absolute bombs, but I mean they're making good contact, good base hits, and that's the perfect way to chip away in the lead.
Well, and here's the bad part about it. Here's what they've done: single, single, walk, single, single. There's 2 outs.
Yeah, they're only able to get 2 runs off of it. So that's the tough part about making those outs at third right there, where instead of a 2 8-ball game, you could be in a 4 8-ball game.
Yeah, you could definitely have a different situation right now.
Yeah.
Kokler has that pitch, an inside one, get the swing and miss from Dallas Jackson. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 runner on. 2 in on the inning. Jackson has that lined over the head of the second baseman. That's headed to the fence in left center field. Eggy rounds second base. The throw to third, it's going to be close. He's going to be out. Eggy gets tagged out at third. All 3 outs for Lockwood come at third base. It's 8-2 as we head to the second inning. Powell on top of Montana here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation. Green River Night Invite here on mylocalradio.com.
At Uintah County School District number 6, each student is important. Each student has different interests. Each student has unique talents and areas for growth and development. We love and appreciate each student, and we work hard to make sure we are meeting the needs of each student so that when we all come together, we create a powerful school district filled with individual students headed for success. Uintah County School District number 6 in Lyman. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
The crew of Rocky Mountain Yeti have found themselves searching the wilderness for the elusive Yeti, traveling through the rugged terrain in one of their premium rides found at Rocky Mountain Yeti. Coming up to a clearing, the crew finally gets a glimpse of what they've been searching for, the great Yeti deal from Rocky Mountain Yeti. Visit today and see why legends are driven. 100 Wasatch and 130 North 3rd Street, Evanston.
One of the more interesting first innings you'll ever see here at the Green River Night Invite. It's 8-2, 3 outs for Lockwood in the bottom of the first. None of them off the bat, all at third base on a couple of throws from the catcher Jackson, and then Schwann, and then a couple of, an outfield assist off the arm of Trey Stinnerson. Jace Andrews, Hudson Garner, joining you here in Green River, Wyoming as Powell. They're going to have 3, 4, and 5 in this inning. Scored 8 in the first, and now here in the second, after allowing 2 runs, they're trying to maybe get some extra lead out of this inning.
Yeah, they're going to take advantage of those defensive plays last inning. For Lockwood, you can't let all 3 outs be at third. That's just something you can't do, especially if you're behind, down big early on. You can't let those runs get away like that. And Powell just needs to capitalize off those errors now.
Well, it's really tough because, you take away 2 of those, you're talking 8-4 right now, 8-5. First pitch swinging, pops straight in the air. Third base side, foul territory. That's going to drop and foul safely, and Cade Queen gets a second chance. You can see the frustration. He'll be happy to pick up the bat again.
Oh, yeah. And if they don't get those outs at third, we're probably still in that inning right now.
Yeah, 100%. It's 8-5 and still counting. 0-1 as the windup from Struckman is hit high into left field. It's down the line. Is it fair foul? It's foul.
Just a really long strike.
That ball was in the parking lot, basically. Yeah, my car's on the other side. I planned that. I knew Powell was up.
That's actually right in line with my car. My truck
man.
up there. It's definitely what I didn't want today, is go home with an old windshield.
So how was the baseball game? Well,
baseball itself was good, but I came home with a souvenir and my windshield's now broken.
Got a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I don't need any more of those.
I can only imagine.
Oh yeah, baseball house probably got dozens of buckets.
Fly ball, center field. Moving over is Stratton. He's going to have it bounce at the base of the wall, and it's a double. As I'm telling you what, Cade Queen just swung that back like a toothpick. The ball didn't look like it was going to go that far and just absolutely took off. Ends up with a double.
Yeah, that ball kept carrying. Even the outfielders kind of took an original angle and they had to readjust. I think that was also due to the wind. Just that ball gets up there and gets caught and just kind of starts carrying.
When you speak of the wind, the center fielder has been playing shaded heavily towards left field. The center field 310 mark is right at the Green River sign. He's over a couple of fence lengths over.
Yeah, it's definitely also playing to this Powell team because they're what seems to be more pull heavy. I haven't really seen any of them go the other way, but everything they've been peppered center field and left field, so that's another thing they have to take into account out there, along with the wind.
Stenerson now at the plate. He struck out his first time up. He was actually the second out of the inning in the first. He takes a huge hack at that.
Yeah,
now that one may have hit your car.
Yeah, I know. He's trying to send that one back to Powell.
1 ball, 1 strike. Cade Queen at second base. Stays up high there.
When you got a lead like this too, with no outs and again in scoring position, that's the pitch you can take a G hack on, or you just try to hit it to the moon.
He already had a ball. Just see what happens.
Oh yeah.
Runner takes off. It's high. Throw down to third. Safe without a slide. That one was close there for Cade Queen.
Yeah, not sliding there makes it a lot closer than it should be. It's kind of definitely something coach is telling him right now.
Seen that a couple of times where a slide has kind of not been made and an out has been recorded that honestly shouldn't have.
Oh, yeah, and you're running full speed into a bag. It's pretty hard to stop on the dime.
3-0 is inside and up high. It's ball 4. You've got runners at the corners with nobody out as it brings up Jet Schwan, the catcher.
See if they do that early steal like they did last inning.
I wonder, given they have 6 runs, I think they'll steal. I, however, don't think it's going to be one of those where he's going to try and get to the rundown.
Yeah, he's
I think
try
he'll
to
just
be
take
safe.
off. Struckman on the mound, pitching from the stretch. Runner does take off. It's up high, and catcher smartly just holds on to it. No point there. Stolen bag for Stenerson.
That was a good move by the catcher. If you throw it right there, it's a free run for Powell.
Yeah, no point to do that.
Nope.
Runners at second and third. 1 ball, no strikes here to Schwan. He swings through the slider there as he was obviously looking and saw fastball originally because he was well in front.
Oh, yeah, that was a really good pitch, though. Great location, got him to chase. It's definitely one you're smiling about in the back of your head.
1-1. Stays up high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runners off second and third as Stenerson's at second, Queen at third. 8-2 advantage for Powell here in game 1 of the Green River Night Invite, day 3. Struckman from the stretch. Fouled off on the right side. Count evens up at 2-2.
Definitely looks a little off balance at the plate right now. And Struckman's doing a good job of mixing up that fastball and breaking ball mix. And he's doing a good job of locating it as well.
Schwan reached on an error and came around to score last inning. Lined into right center field. Moving over was Dupes. He's going to make the dive, but he's not going to make the catch. 2 runs will come home to score. It's an RBI double for Jet Schwan. Great effort by Wadoops in right field, but unable to come up with a diving grab. It's 10-2 with the RBI double off the bat of Schwan.
Yeah, he did a great job taking that ball the other way, and great effort by right field, and missed it by about a foot.
It almost tipped off his glove. I mean, I think it bounced off the tip of it.
Yeah, those diving plays are hard to make, but
especially
looks
in this
good.
wind, too.
Oh, yeah.
That ball could be going hard, and then all of a sudden you just have it stop on you. Nobody out still in the inning. And a strike at the plate to Cole Foskey. Foskey singled back in the first, stole second base, came around to score. He's the designated hitter today, and he's got a runner standing out there at second base in Jet Schwan. Runner takes off. Schwan had third. Foskey, though, fouls it off, so he'll have to return back to second.
He's definitely got a couple words for his batter when he gets back to the dugout. He's
gonna maybe run here. What's going on?
He's like, I had that still. He was already to third by the time the ball was to the plate.
Struckman here with the runner at second to pitch. Foul tipped. A 2-strike count here.
I'd say Powell's done a very good job at just sticking to that game plan and jumping on him early and just keeping it going. And that way you're able to give up a couple runs in every inning, but if you put up more, it's just unstoppable.
0-2 to Foskey. Struckman a long look at the runner at second base, Swan, the pitch. Breaking ball stays high. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 10-2 the score.
Montana just needs to minimize in this inning and get out of it. Get back to the sticks.
1-2. Looping fly ball. Stratton, the center fielder, right there to grab it for out number 1. Staying put is Schwann at second base.
Up to bat, number 1, Ethan Welch.
Ethan Welch, the second baseman, who walked back in the first. He scored on that grand slam by none other than Brock Johnson.
Yeah, a nice little jog home. That's always nice.
Yeah, it's got to be the best feeling. You walk and then you just move your over to second and take your sweet time home.
Yeah, one of the easier runs you get.
And he got him picked off. He throws that into center field, though, and they're going to send the runner home, and that's going to be an easy run there as the pitcher, Struckman, just an errant throw, and Jet Schwann comes around to score. Stolen back to third, and then E1 gets him to home.
And he had him picked off, too. He was leaning. And
oh, he was gone, yeah. So
it's one you can even hold it for a minute and just get him in a pickle. Just making that first throw is huge.
11-2 your score. Big hack and a foul ball. One out in the inning. Welch here. 5th man to the plate. Previous 4, 3 have scored. Struckman has that pitch go inside on the batter, Welch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jacob Gibson on deck with nobody on the base pass. He is guaranteed to bat here. That's popped. Third base side. It's going to go out of play or either land in foul territory safely at least. Moves the count to 1-2.
Powell's trying to get another little rally, or not a rally, just get another momentum swing going for them. Have another big inning.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Both these teams will have one more game tomorrow. On the ground, third base line, foul. Lockwood will play in the 10 a.m. game once again tomorrow against Lovell. And then Powell takes on Jackson in the 12:30 game tomorrow.
That should definitely be a good game. Jackson's got a younger team as well, and Powell's one of the solid single-A teams, and Jackson's one of the solid double-A teams in Wyoming, so that'll be a good matchup.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Ethan Welch. As for today, Montana, Lockwood, and Powell here your first game. Lovell and Rollins will be the second game with Anthony and Hudson will be back for y'all. What a treat.
They're lucky people, you know.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Laramie and Riverton will be the 3 p.m. game. 5:30 is Pocatello versus Jackson, and the nightcap, Green River versus Cheyenne. That's a shot foul, though, down the third base line. That was a rocket.
Yeah, just another long strike, though. That one's definitely rolled up that sidewalk, maybe. Into the parking lot. Find that one on your way home.
Yeah, it's right next to my tire right now. Full count pitch once again. Cuts and misses. High pitch gets him to swing through it. 2 outs in the inning. First strikeout, or rather second strikeout for Struckman.
Yeah, that high fastball is just one of the meatiest looking pitches in baseball. You see it coming and you start taking a hack, and I mean you're finished with your hack by the time the catcher's home to third, and your coach just has to sit over there and shake his head.
It's always the worst feeling when you're just holding the bat out, knowing you struck out.
I know. You're like halfway through the swing, you're like, oh man,
yeah, this is not going to be good. It's a tough feeling. It's a tough feeling.
Yeah, baseball's a game of emotion too. It's middle of a play, you're like, oh, this sucks, or you're like, oh, this is awesome. Roller coaster for sure.
1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. Well, and like most sports, a lot of times, you know, and maybe even more so in baseball, as soon as you do something, you can tell, okay, that was good or bad.
Oh,
then
yeah.
You just have to wait for the result.
Or like as a catcher, I'd have a throw down to second or third, and I'd
Chopper, third baseman, McAuliffe, boots it momentarily. He's going to throw it anyway, but it's going to be an error, rather, on McAuliffe. Jacob Gibson reaches safely.
Yeah, just like that. Even as a batter, you hit it, and you're like, oh, man, might be good, might be good, might be good, and then works out your way, and then you're happy. Or maybe it goes the other way, and you get the first, and you're like, oh, man, that just wasn't good.
But I'm sure in your instance, it's probably the worst when you have that throw down, because as soon as you let go of that ball, you know it's either, all right, that's a dot, or it's going into center field.
I can feel it off the tip of my finger, and I'm like, oh, it's really good, or I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to get yelled at when I get back to the dugout.
It's that feeling of, better go back up third now.
Oh, yeah. You're waiting for the play at home now if you're over to second.
Depending where that ball goes.
I had a couple ones that you threw it, and I was like, yeah, that guy's just going to score on me. That one's completely my fault.
2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner off first base in Jacob Gibson. Solberg at the plate today. He's walked once, came around to score on the grand slam. Speaking of the grand slam, Brock Johnson is the guy on deck. Solberg foul tipped into the mitt, 2-1.
That's definitely an at-bat you want to end the inning on right now. So you can bring up Brock on the top of the next inning so you can minimize the damage he can do.
Yeah, have nobody on base for him. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch from Struckman. Popped in the air, it'll go into the fence. Strike 2.
Yeah, and all Powell's, I almost said Laramie, Powell's contact has been very loud this week, or today. All their base hits.
You could say this week. In their games they've played, they've had a lot of loud contact.
Oh, yeah, this is the first one I've watched them, but I know from past experience they just make hard contact every time, and they challenge your defense.
2-2. Struckman could get out of the inning with this pitch. Stays high, count will move to full. And Gibson over there at first now with 2 outs and a 3-2 count will be off on the pitch. Struckman's pitch. Fouling off, and for Gibson, you're going to have to run again.
Yeah, he's getting his cardio for the day.
Well, he got to walk home last time after he was on base for Johnson. So
yeah, he owed us one.
Oh, it's a couple laps here. We'll do the 3-2 again. Looper into shallow center field, moving back as the shortstop not being able to make the grab. Gibson goes to third. It's a fisted single there for Solberg and brings up Brock Johnson.
The Texas Leaguer bloopers. Worst one is an outfielder because you know you're not getting to it, and worst one is an infielder because you know it's just barely getting over your head.
There's nothing you can do about it either.
No, you just gotta watch it. Like, oh.
That's a weak contact, but it's gonna drop.
That's one as a batter. You just gotta kind of laugh when you're at first. You're like, oh, probably should be out, but I'm not.
See what Johnson does here with Struckman. The pitch. On the line, a diving stop by Searock. Throws across to first, and it's bounced there, not in time, but a heck of an effort over there by the shortstop, Searock. He had a Gold Glove-like play yesterday at second base with a diving grab. That time off the hop makes an incredible play, but Johnson's speed is just too much in that aspect.
That was a great job snagging that, though, because, I mean, if that ball gets through, that's a hard line drive, hard ground ball. That ball's probably rolling all the way to the fence.
Yeah, they're going to give Searock here a second to kind of tuck everything back in, reset, as you've got kind of everything on tuck when you make that diving play. 2 outs. Jordan Laurel will be up.
That's a great play, though. Full extension, off the hop.
Up high for ball 1. Jordan Laurel is the 9th batter to hit in this inning, as both innings Powell has been able to bat around. They have 4 runs in this inning. That's a liner through the right side for a base hit. We're seeing, and they're going to send Solberg home. The throw is cut off. It's another run. 13-2 your score. Brock Johnson to third.
Yeah, Powell just keeps chipping away from him and kind of running away with this game.
Yeah, at this point it's just piling on. Another single there for Laurel. And Cade Queen, who doubled, came around to score in this inning. He is back up here. Struckman checking on the runner at first, and he'll step off. this may be the instance with 2 outs. Could see that play again. I know they're up by 11, but man, at this point, if you're Powell, you may be trying to go for that run roll.
Yeah, it's a good safe way to get a run, too.
He's going to take off. It's up high, and the runner's just going to take second. (13-2) the score. Queen watches high. 2-0.
Yeah, and if you're a Struckman, you just got to keep going at it. Kind of confidence is probably a little low right now, but just got to keep pounding the zone.
2-0. Make it 3-0. Queen has flown out, doubled. That double was the leadoff hit of this inning. On an absolute screamer over the shortstop's head. And he launches that one. It's going to be foul, but watch out, Cars.
He turned on that ball.
Trying to have a home run of his own, 3-1. Yeah, 3-0, he had the green light for sure as he just took a rip.
Well, yeah, that's a perfect count for you to just take it. If you get the green light, take a huge hack.
3-1. Fouls that one off, 3-2. And we're going to have to get some more baseballs here. Three balls, 2 strikes. Queen with 2 runners on. 5 in this inning. An 11-run lead in the pitch from Struckman. And he stays alive.
There's a lot of baseballs leaving the yard right now, just the wrong way.
Yeah. Gonna have to take a pause here to get them all back.
I know, I'm going to go grab one and take it to concessions. Get a sucker or a snow cone or something.
3-2 again. Ball 4, bases are loaded for Trey Stinnerson.
Off the bat, number 20, Trey Stinnerson.
And I believe we're going to have our pitching change here. Yeah. Looks like we're going to take Struckman out. Well, hold on here. It's the head coach who went out there and, I mean, he's just talking to Struckman. So we'll kind of keep it here for a moment as Struckman may be left out there. This is the head coach, though, Titus Reeves. And he's going to leave Struckman out there.
Definitely thought he was going to pull him there.
Stenderson's first pitch to him is up high. 1 ball, no strikes. Bases loaded. Pitch to Stenderson. Outside. Well, and you talk about that mound visit. It's a lot of trying to kind of calm down the pitcher and get him back in the strike zone here. There's been 2 balls, though.
Oh, yeah, he
Still
definitely just
not a strike.
Trying to talk to him to tell him, just throw a strike, man. Just kind of struggling this inning and just need to get out of it.
Jet Schwan stands on deck.
It's kind of hard to go into the bullpen this early, and especially on a weekend where you got four games. Maybe you got games last week or next week, so you may be missing arms already. But
well, you already pitched 2 games, so.
Oh yeah, it's definitely just bullpens are tight when you have a lot of games like this.
3-1. High in the air, deep left field, backpedaling, and right in front of the track. Koch makes the grab and avoids some major damage there, as would have been the second grand slam had it been about 10 feet longer. 13-2 your score. 5 runs come in at the top of the second. Bottom half coming your way here on the My Local Radio Sports Network. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Invite.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions.
The very best place to stay when you visit Evanston, Wyoming is the Best Western Dunmar Inn. This amazing hotel is located on 10 beautiful acres and offers clean, comfortable rooms with amazing beds, a fitness center, an outdoor pool, open in the summer, and a wonderful on-site restaurant that provides a complimentary breakfast with every stay, all at an affordable rate. Whenever your travels bring you to Evanston, Wyoming, make all your room reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, 1601 Harrison Drive.
Jace Andrews, Hudson Garner, 13-2 your score as the Powell Pioneers laying it on the Lockwood Razorbacks here at the Green River Night Invite. First game of day number 3. And Kokler back out there for the bottom of the second. Will Wetzel, Ethan Wadoops, Reed McAuliffe is your 3 batters here that he will face. 7, 8, and 9. And, you know, these Lockwood Razorbacks had a really good first inning, just had some unfortunate outs at third base. So we'll have to see what their kind of confidence level is at. Obviously the score not great, but still you got to feel confident with the bats after the first inning. Kokler's first pitch is lined over the head of the first baseman for a base hit. Speak of the devil, it's another hit.
Yeah, kudos to Lockwood for still staying in it at the plate, and they've been able to get some momentum going and show some life with the bats. And while maybe not going on the defensive side, if you're able to respond with the offensive side and keep yourself in the game, it's still good. Still good for a team.
That's the 6th hit of the game for the Razorbacks.
And that definitely still puts some pressure on the offense themselves, or on the defense, sorry.
Kokler's pitch to Wadoops is a strike. Will Wetzel, the designated hitter, with that single, stands off first base. Ethan Wadoops, the right fielder today, had a diving attempt at a ball in the second. Just came up shy of it, though, as he swings at strike 2.
He's taking a big lead at first base, or big secondary lead at first base, I mean.
Fly ball. Center fielder Sterenson moves a little bit over to his left. Easy play for him, though, for out number 1. Reed McAuliffe, the third baseman, steps in.
Even though it's just a pop fly, it's still a loud out, still making good hard contact on the ball.
That's the first out that has been off the bat for this Lockwood Razorback team. Backhanded grab there at the plate by Schwann to keep it in front of him and make sure Wetzel doesn't have any crazy ideas over there at first.
Oh yeah, keeping him honest over there.
1 ball and no strikes. Runner stays put, throw back to first, he's gone. Great throw there by Schwann. That's the 3rd runner he's thrown out in this game.
Oh yeah, he's catching these guys kind of off guard and taking an extra step or two, just kind of coming back to bite him in the butt.
One ball, 1 strike here on McAuliffe at the plate now with 2 outs. Swings at the high fastball, and you mentioned earlier, it just looks so good out of the hand, it's really hard to lay off.
Yeah, I'm guilty of it in plenty of baseball games where I see that high fastball and I'm taking a big hack at it.
1-2. Cut on and missed. Going to have to complete the put out here. Schwann to first in time, and with the help from Jet Schwann at the catcher position, Kokler gets a 1-2-3 bottom of the second. We head to the top of the 3rd inning, 13-2. Powell back with the bats. When we come back here, you're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Invite here on MyLocalRadio.com, part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
On your way to Flaming Gorge or the Uinta, stop in at the store, formerly known as the Cash Store in Fort Bridger, to top up on gas or grab those last-minute snacks. Visit the store today in Fort Bridger, Wyoming. The store is proud to support the students of the Bridger Valley.
Dad, I feel like I got something in my eye.
Let me have a look. Natural protective features of the eye, such as eyebrows, eyelids, eyelashes, and tears, are not always enough. I've been helping people for 14 years, removing anything from metal, glass, or plastic from their eyes. I've even removed a bug that flew into my own eye. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we can help you find the perfect eye protection for playing sports or performing hazardous work to help prevent eye injuries.
Call Uinta Eye and Vision today to schedule your appointment to protect your precious eyesight. Uinta Eye and Vision, 307-789-3937.
Welcome back here to Green River, Wyoming. It's the top of the third inning. We've got some defensive alignment changes for the Razorbacks as we'll try and kind of get those all to you. I know that we have a new right fielder, as it's going to be Jacob Hernandez, who will replace Wadoops. And coming into pitch is going to be Teague Eggy. Heading over to first base is Cody Wallace. I think that's what we got. Yeah, so Wallace goes to first, Eggy comes into pitch, and Hernandez goes into right.
Hernandez is the one that came in against Green River and pitched really well on Thursday night. He had a good night at the plate as well, I believe.
So close the book on Cooper Struckman. 2 innings, 13 runs, 2 strikeouts. Nine hits. 4 walks. We're gonna have a discussion here. Trying to get all those defensive changes over on the Powell side and let them know what's going on.
Yeah, we're just gonna get all their ducks in a row here. It's game changers, bugs.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts when you change some guys out. Eggy has his first pitch hit the batter, Jet Schwan. It's a hit by pitch.
Yeah, you wish it could be as simple as just putting a new guy in, but you got to put a new guy in, you got to report it to the umpire, you got to report it to your book, and you got to report it to the other book.
Yeah, it takes for a lot of stuff, so yeah. This is what Dupes at first base now, I guess. That's not what Dupes. 12 is Wallace. Unless they change the number. Oh, yeah. Ethan Wadoops is 12. All right, there you go. There's a strike to Cole Foskey. So, not Wallace. Wadoops at first base. As he had a number change today from their roster. It's Hernandez in right. And Eggy on the mound. Ground ball. Siroc to second for 1. Across to first. Not in time. Good stretch over there by Wadoops, a fielder's choice. Has Foskey at first base.
That was a good job by Montana, just getting one out for sure and then making it go at the second out. But it was a good stop by shortstop, too. He's been doing good over there. He had that diving play last inning. That was also really good.
Yeah, he's made a couple of pretty impressive plays in the middle infielders. He was second baseman yesterday's game against Rollins. Made a diving catch to end an inning and cut down a scoring threat.
Oh, yeah, and he's got that nice flow popping out of the back of the hat. Just makes it look better when you're having those diving plays.
Dyed it blonde, too.
He knows what he's doing.
In the dirt, runner taking off for second. Because it's in the dirt, it was an easy steal of second base for Foskey. It's his second stolen bag of the day. And now the ball gets away after the throw back to the pitcher, and So the errant throw from the second baseman Linneman allows for an extra bag for Foskey.
Yeah, those are just some of the little things you just can't let happen in a game. No matter how close it is, how bad it is, you got to make sure that's something you don't do.
Popped in the air, shallow outfield, and Searock makes the catch. Another great play by Searock. He is putting on a clinic over there at short, and that wasn't even in short. That was in center field on the freaking second base side of the bag.
Yeah, that was a center right field. You got all the way out there.
He was running. Yeah, I can. Jacob Gibson will step in and watch the ball go up high.
For Powell.
Powell. There is a strike. To be fair, I guarantee if I gave any one of those fools some Oklahoma names that I've had to call, they'd be shivering in their boots. So, 1-1. You don't want to.
Yeah, there's some random Wyoming towns with some names.
Oh, I'm sure.
You're reading them and you're like, I don't really know if I got that right or not.
Yeah, Evanston, I don't know if that's the right way to say it.
Yeah.
1-2. Swung on and missed, and then the tag out. It's a clean inning for Eggy. We are through the top of the third, and man, pretty good bottom of the second. Now a match right there from Eggy in the top of the third. We go to the bottom half here. See what the Razorbacks can do. We'll be right back here. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Invite on mylocalradio.com.
Farming requires working with the right equipment. At Covelo Auto Farm Service, you will find the right size tractor, tractor accessories, cattle chutes, and calf corrals for all your farming needs. Covelos has all your auto needs as well. From fluids to belts to protection for your hands, they've got you covered. Covelos also offers a service center for your truck and tractors in one convenient location. Covelos is your one-stop farm and auto shop. Stop in and see them today at 80 Reese Road. Covelos Auto Farm Service.
Get a degree or certification. Earn your high school GED. Get job skills. Become CPR certified. Or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Cochler back on the mound. Lockwood with a clean top of the third. Now a chance to cut into this 11-run deficit. Let's see what they can do here. Jace Andrews alongside Hudson Garner. And
yeah, this is huge for Lockwood. They need to, if they're going to have any chance in this ball game, they need to kind of chip back at it.
It's going to be the top of the order, too. The second time seeing Cochler. Brennan Koch, Tyler Linneman, and Dawson Searock will all be up.
Yeah, they've
These three guys single, and walk.
Yeah, they've already seen him. They already hit off of him, and this is a good chance to capitalize off of this.
Cochler goes from the windup and has the first pitch go up high.
Yeah, but if you're Montana, you just got to chip away here.
Pitch is a strike on the outer half. 1 ball, 1 strike.
If you're Powell, you can't let him get, you don't want to let him get any chance.
Hope is the first start to a comeback. Up high.
Never heard that before. That's a good one.
Yeah, when you call some summer league teams that all they thrive off is hope.
Yeah.
And nothing else. You try and find the best things.
Definitely played in a couple games like that myself.
Oh yeah, everybody has those. That's life.
Oh,
3-1. Inside, a walk to lead off the bottom of the third for the Razorbacks.
It was a good start. This top of the lineup for Montana's been doing good today, just getting on base. And they've been very disciplined back there as well.
Runner goes, the throw down to second base, and it is an easy tag if he keeps holding the ball. He did. He is out. It's a caught stealing, and you want to hear an interesting stat here. In the game for Lockwood, there has now been 7 outs recorded. Of those 7 outs, 4 of them have been throwouts by the catcher.
Yeah, he's having a day back there, and he's just catching them every time. He's throwing darts out there.
Line drive into shallow center field. It's the second baseman who leaps to make the grab. 2 gone.
That was a good athletic play out there. Reaching up to the sky and just making the biggest hop as he can.
Dawson Searock steps up, has had a couple of amazing plays in the field. Let's see what he can do at the bat here. From the windup. Breaking ball stays up high. Searock walked back in the first. There's a strike with the fastball. He was one of those 4 guys thrown out by the catcher.
I think catcher's thrown out about half the team so far today.
Yeah, of the 9, 4 of them, because it's been 4 different people that have been thrown out by him.
They've all been good throws, and it's not even necessarily huge mistakes by Lockwood themselves. It's just
bullets.
Yeah, he's got a tiny window to throw it into, and he's making it perfect.
He's got a list. He's taking names.
Oh,
2 and
yeah.
1. Up high, 3 and 1.
Yeah, definitely a good day to write home about tomorrow or tonight.
Low for ball 4, second walk of the inning, and Searock has gotten on for the second time in this game. Tristan Stratton singled his first time out. 2 outs in the inning with Searock off first now. Wind picking up from our backs.
Well, yeah, you can't have Wyoming baseball without wind.
You can't have Wyoming without wind.
That's very true. That's why they spell Wyoming with the W.
Yeah.
It's everywhere you go, it's always blowing.
0-1. On the ground, a chopper, 2-hop second baseman on the ground across to first in time. And 4 batters come up, 3 are set down. We go to the 4th, 13-2 the score. Powell on top of Lockwood here. On mylocalradio.com, you're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Invite here on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Our community. We love it, we live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
Red Devil pride runs deep with the team at Callis Automotive. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. You'll always find quality products at fair prices at Callis Automotive. We're proud to serve our customers, our community, and our Evanston Red Devils. Stop in today. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
Welcome back here to Green River, Wyoming. Jace Andrews alongside Hudson Gardner as we have a 13-2 score. Powell on top of Lockwood, Montana, as they'll bring up 9, 1, and 2 here in the top of the 4th. You'll see Trevion Solberg, Brock Johnson, and Jordan Laura.
It's definitely a big spot in the lineup for Powell, and they've got a bunch of power hitters and make a lot of noise here.
Especially if they can get the 9 slot with Trevion Solberg on and set up the top of the order with a runner on.
That's going to be very dangerous for Montana.
And for Powell, I mean, not that it's that big a deal because of the lead of being at 11, but he didn't score last inning for the first time.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's got to mean Montana's figuring something out.
Aggie's pitch on the ground with shortstop Searock. Already made a couple of big plays, but that one has a tough hop right into his chest area, and it's going to be a base hit right there. That's a really tough hop.
right off the lip of the grass. Dude, that's such a crappy spot in the infield. You don't really know where it's going to take off. It could take off straight down past your legs or hop up above your teeth. So it's one you kind of tensed up for. You're waiting for it to take that random hop, and that one just kind of got away from him.
Brings up Brock Johnson. He is 3 for 3 with a grand slam, couple of singles too. Aggies pitch in the dirt. Runner stays put off a good block there from the catcher Jackson.
Definitely going with a slower approach and more breaking balls from Aggie here, and it seems to be working against Powell.
Runner at first is Solberg. Johnson watches a breaking pitch catch the top of the zone for the 1-ball, 1-strike count now.
They're going at him with the off-speed pitches, too. We were talking about in the first inning how they didn't even hold back on the curveballs and the sliders, and they're still going at him hard at it here.
Runner goes, breaking pitch up high, no throw from the catcher Jackson. Stolen back for Solberg. To 1, Johnson, a fisted ball into shallow center field, drops in front of the center fielder Stratton, and it's another single for Brock Johnson. 4 innings, 4 hits, 4 RBI for the Pioneers leadoff hitter.
Yeah, he's having a day up there. He's swinging a tennis racket right now. Just everything he's swinging at, he's making good contact with.
Jordan Laura steps up. He is 1 for 2 today. Scored a run when he walked back in the first. He's flown out in the second. He's also flown out, excuse me. He was actually on the first as well. Big hack at the curveball there. He is out in front.
Yeah, the curveball's hard to set on sometimes.
Runners at the corners here with nobody out in the 4th.
You get enough time to see that ball up, look at the pitcher, look back at your dugout, then swing.
And again, continues with this kind of slow-moving pitches as Johnson will take second.
It seems to be working, too, because, I mean, these Powell guys get used to seeing fast pitchers, and then you turn on to the slow guy.
Chopper, first baseman, oops, grabs, beats him to first for out number 1. Run scores, and Brock Johnson moves up to third, make it 13-2, or rather 14-2. Cade Queen, a double and a walk to his name and a 1 for 2 day. And watches a strike there.
Definitely wants that pitch back, turns to his coach, kind of shakes his head, and you can tell he's mad that he didn't swing at that one.
0-1, Eggy from the windup. Breaking ball, catches the bottom part of the zone, 0-2.
The ball is so hard to hit.
From the windup, Eggy. On the ground, foul. A little leg stretch over there from Johnson to make sure he moves out of the way. One out here. Eggy on the mound with a 0-2 count. On the ground, that'll be through the left side for a base hit. Second of the day for Cade Queen. His first RBI brings this score to 15-2.
You're getting kind of close to that run rule here. I believe it's 15 after 4.
15 after 4, so technically you'll get the bottom of the 4th for Montana no matter what. But say Stinnerson launches one here, the run rule is technically in effect if they can get that last 3 outs.
Yep, and with only 1 out, Powell still got plenty of room to do more damage.
15-2.
Ready?
And there's a strike. No balls, or rather 1 ball, 1 strike. Queen off first. Stinnerson at the plate. Queen takes off. That's a curveball that just loops in the top of the Doesn't even get to the top of the zone, 2-1.
That's one if you can get it to hit the top of the zone, it's a really good pitch, but that's also one that's really dangerous because you can't leave that one hanging for too long because that's an easy pitch to hit.
There's the pitch that he wanted, strike 2, and kind of to your point, if you hit the top of the zone, it's great. If you go an inch below the top of the zone, it's probably over the fence.
Oh yeah, that's everybody's favorite spot to hit a baseball, especially a curveball like that. It falls right into your bat.
2-2 gets a strikeout from Stennerson. Second time he is set down on a strikeout.
That was a good slider. You got that slider curveball combo. That curveball's really vertical and loopy, and then that slider's more zippy and horizontal, so it's a really good combo.
Jet Schwan will step up to the plate. 15-2 the score. Runner standing off second base in Cade Queen. He goes to third, throw down. It's going to be off the glove, and he's going to try and race home. Searock backed him up, but wasn't going to be in time. Smart and aggressive base running from Cade Queen has it to a 16-2 game. Oh and 1 with 2 outs, though. Aggies pitch off the arm of Schwan. There he hit the ball. Yeah, it's off the arm and knocked his arm or elbow guard off, and he's headed over to first. That is your run rule run. Again, the bottom of the fourth will have to be played.
Yeah, those elbow guards are nice just for that one reason. I've never wore one personally, but it must be nice to get hit in the elbow and not feel it.
A strike as stealing second is Schwan. And I think you can tell here that Powell knows the run rule. They want to try and end this game a little early, give their guys a break.
Yeah, definitely just trying to get there.
0-1. Breaking ball finds the zone 0-2. Two outs. 0-2 the count. Foskey at the plate. In the dirt. Runner thought about taking off 1-2. Foskey today singled in the first. Flew out in the second. Reached on a fielder's choice in the third.
I think he called that earlier on a ball.
He did?
Yeah, I think he was saying it was out.
Yeah, you're right. Now it's 2-2.
It looked like he had a strike call, though. He had that right hand down.
That little push.
Yeah, he's calling the ball out. But
2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second base. Pitch is hit into left field. Moving back is the left fielder, Koch. He makes the catch. And they avoid being down 15 and having to score a run to keep this game going. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Powell on top, 16-2. When we come back, that'll be the Lockwood Razorbacks trying to dive a bit into the deficit. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Invite here on MyLocalRadio.com, part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Welcome back here to Green River, Wyoming. Jace Andrews alongside Hudson Garner as Cochler back on the mound. 16-2 the score, and man, Powell ever so close to that 15-run rule. Instead, they're up by 14. And for Cochler, it's just trying to get outs quick now. You'll do have that 10-run rule in the 5th, so effectively Lockwood down to their last 6 outs to get at least 4 runs, along with having Powell not score in the top of the 5th. That kind of includes that. It's going to be the pitcher, Teague Eggy, to lead us off. He'll be followed by Dallas Jackson and Will Wetzel.
And if you're Powell, you're trying to get out of this early, so you don't have to go into your bullpen, so you don't have to waste another arm for tomorrow or even next week if you have games.
Pitch from Cochler. Just outside.
He's got the Jordan cleats on again. Those are always cool.
In the dirt, 2-0.
That was the old cricket pitch.
Yeah, he wanted to. I always like, those bounce up there, catcher frames it.
Oh, yeah.
I caught it. It's here.
That was, call it the old 40-footer.
2-0. There's a strike, 2-1.
So that's what I like about baseball is like these serious moments, you can still make fun of somebody and have fun. It's all smiles all around too.
Well, that's the best sport because you can just have fun with it, and a lot of times, and yeah, there's those serious moments, there's those, nerve-wracking times, but overall, it's a kid's game.
Oh yeah.
5-pitch walk puts Eggy at first base.
That's an even in college. I'm just happy to be there because I'm playing a kid's game and as an adult now, and like traveling the country and seeing it. And that's all because of a kid's game.
It's also fun with all that's all type of sports. Just being able to travel around and get to see some very, cool places that you wouldn't see without the sport.
Oh yeah, just takes cool places, or even just go watch cool things. We were talking about earlier. I watched a baseball game in Vegas, and last year I went to the College World Series, which just ended. That was super cool.
Oh yeah, and College World Series is such a unique thing because it's in Omaha, Nebraska.
I know, Omaha's the most random place. Nebraska's just like cornfields and whatnot. And you show up and it's like, oh, it's a huge town.
Well, in Omaha, that's their Super Bowl for them.
Oh yeah,
College World Series.
That's my Super Bowl for me. Yeah, I love watching it. I actually wore my shirt today.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we went last year and watched LSU and
Paul Skeens.
Oh, I wish. That was like the one game he didn't play in or didn't pitch in.
4-pitch walk has runners at first and second. Ethan Wadoops. No, this is Jacob Hernandez.
Yeah.
So they really switched. So Wetzel was the one who got taken out for the DH.
They need someone to come over and explain it to us next time. Explain it to everybody except for us.
The heck?
We're just trying to put it together. Or I'd just say you. I'm not doing much. I'm just here talking.
We can send Elan to go do it next time.
I know, I should.
1-0. That pie 2-0. And maybe time for a mound meeting here if he can't find the strike zone on this one. 5-pitch walk and then a 4-pitch walk and now another ball here. So
yeah, definitely need him to figure it out or calm down or something so he can get him back in his groove.
12 pitches, 11 balls. It's 3-0.
Yeah, definitely. Even if the coach doesn't call it as a catcher, you should at least go out there and talk to him, give him a second just to reset.
It's up high. And here we're going to have the coach come out and talk to him.
Yeah, even just like 1 minute of just not pitching and change your look. You get back on the mound, you feel better.
And bases loaded, it's tough, but you also have a force at every bag right now.
Yeah, and you got a pretty good cushion, so you're not too worried. You can just kind of put it over the plate. And this defense has been doing really good behind him today too. So,
well, they're gonna switch him out.
Tricked us.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break here. We have a pitching change. We'll let you know all about the new pitcher here when we come back.
It's lunchtime, and I'm stuck at the office.
Jackalope. The big game is on. I can't miss it just to pick up groceries.
Jackalope.
Mom, I need supplies for my school project.
Jackalope.
Doing the hopping for your shopping. Jackalope Delivery, 307-679-7174.
Jackalope.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Got a new pitcher on the mound as the base is loaded with nobody out. Call on Ethan Welch. As the second baseman now will be the pitcher taking over for Kokler. Looks like Kokler's going to go play second base, first base, somewhere on there. How'd they do that? Is he going to bat? I guess he'll bat for Foscue then. Kokler. Yeah. Yeah. So Kokler goes to second, and they'll take out the DH.
Nice little straight swap and killing the DH.
Nobody out in the inning after 3 walks. Ethan Wadoops up, the first baseman, started out in right field this game, and we'll see what Welch can do. Outside. One and 0. Big hack at that one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's coming in right away and throwing hard, challenging this hitter. He doesn't care his bases are loaded.
1-1. Just outside. 2-1. Yeah, coming in with a lot more speed than we saw from Kokler.
Oh, yeah.
Try and change up that hitter's timing.
And it's huge for Powell here not to give up any runs, too, because you got any chance of getting a run rule. You don't want a chance even.
Yeah, it'd be 10 after 5 as the not gonna be able to get the 15-1 here, but still, it's you give up 4 runs here, and all of a sudden it's not even 10. So
yeah, then you got a ball game.
Cut and miss, and the first batter that Welch sees, he strikes out. Ethan Wadoops is set down. Reed McAuliffe steps up now, and you're a double play away. No, it was Wadoops. Yeah, he's wearing the wrong jersey. Because that's what the guy said. One ball, no strikes. 1 ball, 1 strike.
All this catcher's giving up too many pass balls, and then he just picked that one in the other box. That's a good play. Working his tail off back there.
In the turf, or in the dirt rather, 2-1.
And definitely needs to figure it out on the mound right now. Can't be giving up free bags.
2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out in the inning, 16-2 your score. Throw back to third on a nice play at third base by Queen, and it's 3-1. As trying to do the back pick there was Schwann.
That's a really risky throw. Right now it doesn't matter because you have a run to give up, and that out means a lot more to the Razorbacks, but that's a risky throw. You overthrow it, and that's 1 or maybe 2 runs.
On the ground. Queen bobbles it momentarily, and he's going to have no play anywhere. Just misplayed it. He was going home for sure, and just unable to corral it quickly enough, and now you got a 16-3 game.
Yeah, he just let his let his body work a little faster than his mind, and he was throwing home before he fielded it. Nice little boot.
Brennan Koch is up here. He's walked and singled today. One out here, base is still loaded in a 16-3 game. That's a strike.
The Razorbacks are still doing a good job on the offensive side, being aggressive and load the bases here. They're doing a good job.
One. There's a strike, 0-2. Welch seeing if he can get another K on the board.
And Welch has done a good job coming in here and just doing his job and peppering strikes.
Fouls it off to stay alive at 0-2. Two pitch on the ground, could be two. Second baseman Johnson flipped to second for one, and the transfer throw is dropped. Now the runner's going to come home, and the throw is not going to be in time. Kochler there on the transfer dropped it, and wisely it was Hernandez with a heads-up base running to race home, make it 16-5.
That was a good job by Hernandez. Just heads-up play, seeing him turn his back, and just kind of like thinking the play was over and able to get an extra out there, or extra run, excuse me.
Tyler Linneman, 1 for 2 today. Pitch inside. Two outs with the runner off first. And that's going to be just a bit low, 2-0.
Wait to see if they get a steal going or something here. See if you can't get a ball, get a throw moving.
Outside, thought about the throwback second, not in time though, as he didn't even try it, 3-0.
Definitely a thought in the catcher's head, though. It's if you're a base runner and you're doing that, you're doing something good. Just keeping everybody's head open.
Rio pitch. There's a strike, 3-1. Well, and especially since the way that Schwann has thrown the ball this game, cut down 4 runners. Strike 2, full count. Runner on first will be off on the pitch with 2 outs.
That's the one time you can feel safe stealing on him right now.
Yeah. 3-2, fouled away. We'll do it again. Deep breath, the pitch. Just outside for ball 4. Runners on first and second with 2 outs.
Razorback starting a little 2-out rally here, see if they can keep it going.
Dawson Searock will be up, walked in both ABs today. Little first pitch swinging into center field. Moving back is Stenerson, and he will make the catch on the run to retire the side. Searock definitely put a charge into it, but Wynn cuts it down. 16-5 will be your score as we head to the 5th, as we'll be having probably our final inning here with the time limit. We'll be right back here. You're watching the First Bank of Wyoming presentation here of MyLocalRadio.com, part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Auto, home, Life, renters, and business all have one thing in common. They all need insurance. Choosing the right agent is always hard. Choose the agent that takes a professional and individual approach to each client. At Farmers Insurance in Lyman, you will find that agent. Farrell is a down-to-earth person who loves hunting, fishing, and above all, his family. Come in and visit him and his friendly staff for a quote today at 37 Mountain Meadow Street, Suite B in Lyman. Water testing, water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uintah County. Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintahcountycd.com.
Top of the fifth here in Green River, Wyoming. 16-5 the score.
Up to bat, number 1, Ethan Welch.
Pitcher Ethan Welch will be the batter. Welch, Gibson, and Solberg as that's flied into left field for a base hit. Single for Welch.
Up to bat, number 13, Jacob Gibson.
Jacob Gibson, the first baseman, will step in. Breaking ball up high. Runner off first, 1-0. It's going to be lined into right field. It's dropping fair for a base hit. Gibson, a single racing to third, and actually a decent throw. That was kind of close.
That was a cannon over there. Across the whole field. He was on the right field line and threw it all the way to third and on a dot.
Travion Solberg will step in. Yeah, that was a. I mean, heck, he was on the line, too.
I know. He made it a lot closer than it really should have been at all. I don't think anybody was ready for that.
Solberg, walk, single today. And there is a strike to him.
Yeah, Powell's probably trying to put a little more cushion for him. Trying to ensure this 10-run rule for him.
Well, at this point, it's probably time as well. Breaking pitch up high. They're going to let the runner take off. Because it sounds like we got about 15 minutes left-ish, 10 minutes left-ish.
Yeah, the game started, I think, 10 o'clock on the dot.
So we got maybe closer to 20 then. Flied into center field. Stratton moves back. It's going to be deep enough to score the run, though. Tagging from third and easily scoring is Welch.
Oh, man.
And now he ran into an out. Gibson kind of took off on the errant throw, and there's two gone. That's a weird double play. It's also a sac fly.
He kind of stopped on the throw. He kind of stopped halfway, thought about it, saw the third baseman kind of get pulled, and he took off, and then throw was still pretty on line, so it beat him by a lot.
Now it's Brock Johnson who steps in. Johnson today, 3 singles and a home run with 4 RBI on that grand slam. First pitch, it's a strike.
That's a guy you don't want to take a base runner off of for. You leave a guy at second on that pop out just last play.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Just inside there. Good pitch, though. Here in the 5th inning, 17-5 the score. Aggies pitch drops in there for strike number 2.
That was a good breaking ball. It ended low. Brock didn't have a chance of touching that.
1-2. Up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Aggies still doing a good job of hitting zone good and mixing up his pitches.
Just low. Count will run full now. 3-2 for Brock Johnson.
I think he's done a better job at quieting down this Powell offense. With the explosiveness they have, it's hard to do, so you can't keep them to 0, but minimizing is always good.
Full count pitch is a strikeout of Brock Johnson. All he can do is smile. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 3 outs for the victory for Powell when we come back here on the My Local Radio Sports Network. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Invite.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Hiking in the summer, hunting in the fall, and sledding in the winter are a vital part of living in Lyman, Wyoming. Visiting the historic Heritage Park with its splash pad and updated playground are a must for summertime activities. Visit the new Frisbee Golf Course and make new memories with your family and friends. The town of Lyman is a quiet, peaceful place with some of the best residents in the state. Stop in today and make some new friends and memories that will last forever.
We've got a new pitcher on the mound for Powell as they try to close out this, what would effectively be time limit and run roll in a lot of ways, as we're getting kind of close to that noon deadline, and it is going to be Gibson. As he'll come in here, Jacob Gibson first. Played at first base today, as Welch will head off the mound and become the first baseman.
I think he had probably the easiest job he could have had for pitching today. Just all you need to do is get us 3 outs, and you've got about 10 minutes to do it.
It's going to be 4, 5, and 6 up. Stratton, Eggy, Jackson.
I like that catcher's chest, that Nike one.
Looks nice.
Those are hard to find, I can tell you that. They don't like, the only Nike gear they even sell is black. It's all black, so getting one that's orange is probably kind of hard.
First pitch strike to the batter, Tristan Stratton. Stratton today is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. Inside there, 1-1.
Good take, definitely wanted that. Gave it a good.
Stratton was the only batter not to come up to hit last inning. 8 batters came in. That's a 2-1 count now.
Definitely hear the team going behind us right now.
Lovell's getting ready for their game against Rawlins.
Hear all their spikes going.
Yeah.
It's actually one of my favorite sounds ever.
I was about to say, it's a nice sound.
Yeah, spikes on the concrete. I know some people that hate it.
High for ball 4. Got a base runner here in the bottom of the 5th. Teague Eggy been the pitch the past couple innings. Big hack at the first pitch he sees.
He kind of asked himself what he was doing on that one.
Swings at a high pitch that time. It's 0-2.
He's very aggressive this at-bat. Swinging the first 2 pitches.
Got the runner off first and Stratton after the walk. Gibson, deep breath pitch. It's popped in the air. Second baseman Kokler will grab it for out number 1. Dallas Jackson singled and walked today, has yet to record an out. Looks like that's Jackson.
Up to bat, number 21, Dallas Jackson.
First pitch from Gibson to Jackson. Cut on and miss. Strike 1.
It's a good hack. Just off-speed pitch, first pitch. He fooled him.
0-1. Gibson checks that runner at first. Decent lead over there from Stratton. Lined past the shortstop Johnson. It's going to be a base hit as the left fielder Laura will grab it and throw it in to keep Stratton at second.
Yeah, they haven't fallen off offensively all game. They've been able to still get hits every inning and still get something going.
Jacob Hernandez will step into the box. He has walked today. Came in relief of Will Wetzel, who was starter in right field. Gibson's pitch stays high.
Gibson's still doing a good job of just pitching for contact. That's all you got to do right here is let him hit the ball and make your defense make plays.
2 balls, no strikes. Up high, 3-0. Gibson trying to find the strike zone here. Walked 1 batter already this inning.
Probably say this is our last half inning.
Yeah. I doubt they'd start an inning with less than 5 minutes to go.
And they ended one last night with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
That was a game I was wanting to see go into the 7th inning. They're tied up at 3s.
Bases are loaded now after the walk. Ethan Wadoops will step in. Pitch is a strike, bottom part of the zone. Double play would end the game.
Good response to walking the last guy. First pitch strike.
0-1 is a wave and a miss.
He's going straight at him now.
From the windup, Gibson. Popped. Foul territory. Schwain pops out of the mitt. He squeezed the glove and the ball squeezed out with it.
Call that the ejecto mitt.
0-2. Gibson's pitch. Fouled off.
He did a good job of battling up 2 strikes here. It's probably a little annoying as a pitcher, just having a guy do that to you, especially late in the game right like this.
0-2 once again, and just staying alive as he ticks it there. And we will do another 0-2 pitch. From the stretch. It's going to be popped to the first baseman, Welch, who has that for out number 2. Reed McAuliffe reached on an error, struck out today.
We were talking about it Thursday, too. We got the American flag helmet going.
Yeah.
Very festive for this upcoming week, yeah.
Throw back to first, tag, safe. Welch can hardly believe it.
That'll probably been the way to end this game with all the outs that they've been made. That's been made from the catcher.
He's had 4 of them. Up high, 2-0.
He's probably looking for another back pick right now. There's a couple he could do. That lead at third is getting kind of big.
He's got options. Three 0 pitch. Strike called. Top of the zone to McAuliffe. McAuliffe, the third baseman. Strike 2. Full count pitch, 2 outs. Runners will be off on contact. Runners will actually be stealing here on the pitch. Gibson inside hits him.
That's the worst ball four he can get. He's the one right in the ribs.
It's a ball four and he got hit. Congratulations. Get an RBI on that, though, at least.
Yeah, you should get 2 bags for that. You just get all the way to second.
17-6 the score. Gibson's pitch. There's a strike to Brennan Koch. Koch singled in the first, walked in the third, and has reached on a fielder's choice as well, so he is 1 for 2. Strike 2. Inner half of the zone, and now Koch down to the final strike for him and his team. From the windup. Breaking ball just outside.
It's a good tag. That was definitely a close one.
Gibson already ready to go. Koch steps into the box. 1-2. Just low, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just trying to give him a chase on that curveball in the dirt. He's done it twice in a row. Wouldn't be surprised to see it a 3rd time.
2-2. Low, bounces away from the catcher. They're going to try and throw home, and the runner will score. Now it's a 3-ball, 2-strike count. 17-7.
Good job by the base runner seeing that ball past him. That ball didn't roll too far, so it would have been a lot closer, but he made a good read.
Up high, ball 4. Bases will be back to loaded with 2 outs here in the 5th.
Putting together a good 2-out rally here. They would have maybe done this a little earlier. It could be a lot closer to the story. Yeah.
Tyler Letterman from the windup. Letterman fouls it off. A 1. Breaking ball. That was a bender.
Oh, good. Yeah, had him getting out of the box.
1 ball, 1 strike to Linneman. Fouled straight back. 1-2. Brennan Koch, the last AB, also had 2 strikes on him and was able to work a walk. So now it's Linneman's turn. 1-2. He swings and hits it right back up the middle. Johnson has the ball bounce off his mitt. It's a base hit. Another run comes home. 17-8.
Get a hard ground ball off the middle. Just you put the ball in play and get things to follow. That's what happened there. Just hard ground ball, too much for shortstop to handle.
Dawson Searock will step in. Outside. 1 ball, no strikes here. Gibson's pitch. Cut and a miss there.
Yeah, he had him full on that off speed. He was swinging. He was done with the swing when the ball crossed him.
1-1. Just outside, 2-1. On the ground, Johnson with the glove, gonna throw to first. Pick it first by Welch in time, and that will do it. As final score here, 17-8. Powell over the Lockwood Razorbacks. We'll come back with a complete post game and take you through what happened in this game for both sides. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Invite here on MyLocalRadio.com, part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
Using the old-fashioned country tradition of barn building, Martin Sheds uses the time-honored construction techniques handed down from generation to generation. For quality, care, and attention to detail, contact Martin Sheds at 307-679-8187 to get a quote today.
Are you looking for a dental experience that's quicker, more precise, and more comfortable? Look no further. Welcome to Black's Fork Dental, where we bring you the latest in dental technology with our Trios 3D scanner. Our team can scan images of your teeth and gums in seconds, ensuring precise measurements and accurate results, allowing us to design personalized treatment plans tailored to your unique needs. Whether it's crowns, bridges, or clear correct treatments, we've got you covered. Right now, we're offering a 10% discount on any scan procedure. Schedule your appointment with Black's Fork Dental at blacksforkdental.com, where advanced technology meets compassionate care.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak a peeker, the fast roller, the night lighter. And it's not long until they become the fender benderer, the got a ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
At Y-Hi, we are with you is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're Y-Hi. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhi.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
Sell or buy your home with a realtor you can trust. At Cowboy State Realty, we are dedicated to helping you with all your real estate needs. At Cowboy State Realty, we are working for you. Call us at 307-200-4332 to schedule an appointment today. At Reese Auto Service in Lyman, you will find highly skilled mechanics who will get the job done right the first time. They work on anything from light line jobs of tire alignments, suspension work, and oil changes to heavy line jobs of engine replacement, differentials, and all powertrain components. Make sure all your recreational vehicles are working at top speed by getting them checked at Reese Auto Service in Lyman so your time having fun doesn't end early. Reese Auto Service, 541 State Highway 413, Lyman.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
Welcome back here to the Green River Night Invite. Jace Andrews alongside Hudson Gardner as we're going to go with this Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. 17-8 your final score. And a lot of those runs for Powell, they came in the first inning. 8 of them to be exact. 4 off the bat of Brock Johnson as he launched a grand slam in the first inning that really kind of set the tone for this game. But it was Lockwood who really responded well. They had 3 outs at third, but otherwise they had a couple of singles, couple of walks, scored a couple of runs, made it 8-2. But from there, that's when Powell immediately had 5 runs to make it a 13-2 game. And from there, it was just Powell trying to control it until the end. And that's what they did up until the end, where we had a little bit of a comeback by Lockwood, and that's where they got 3 to 4 runs in that last inning of the game to make it 17-8 and effectively put themselves in the game throughout the entire contest. It goes the full 2 hours, but either way, Powell comes out on top thanks in big parts to a couple of key players like Brock Johnson, Jet Schwan, Trey Sitterson, and Cade Queen. We'll be right back with our Dr. McKay Frankum's Precision Play of the Game. This has been the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. Get your gourmet sub today at any Jimmy John's location.
I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, I'm filled with anxiety. Do I have enough money? Meat prices have doubled. How can I ever work on food storage when I can hardly afford food for this week? Wyoming Wild Meats in Lyman is the solution. Weekly specials are posted on Facebook. Beef, pork, chicken for one meal or a mixed order to fill the freezer. You will find quality Gosner cheese and milk products and delicious bread. Because overhead is low, the savings are passed to every customer. Wyoming Wild Meats, offering fresh domestic meats.
Serving the Bridger Valley since 1987, Bridger Valley Motors are your engine repair experts. Along with engine repair, Bridger Valley Motors offers towing services, tire alignments, brake repairs, and more. Visit Bridger Valley Motor at 217 North Main Street in Lyman.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Jace Andrews alongside Hudson Gardner. 17-8 your final score as the Powell Pioneers take over the Lockwood Razorbacks here in game 1 of day number 3. It's time for our Dr. McKay Frankum's Precision Play of the Game. And Hudson, I don't think we have this a lot, but the precision play came in the first inning when the grand slam from none other than Brock Johnson really just set the tone for the game.
Oh yeah, just right away put Powell up even 4 more runs, and it just kind of shut anything Montana had going down right away.
Immediately took them out. So that's your precision play of the game. Brock Johnson, a left center field launch of a grand slam to immediately put them what at the time was 4, doubling their lead to 8, and really making sure that from here on out it was going to be Powell's game to lose. We'll be right back here. This has once again been the Dr. McKay Frankum's Precision Play of the Game. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Invite here on MyLocalRadio.com.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
When shopping for a new home or property, it's important that your realtor works to make the whole process simple. Serving customers for almost 20 years, the professional agents at Bridger Valley Realty will provide you with the information and resources you need to keep it simple without missing a step. Shopping for the perfect home or property can be a lot of fun.
Trust the Valley's proven realtors. Stop by and see us today.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cashback for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
It is now time for our Pepsi Player of the Game presented by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything is better with Pepsi. And today, who was better than Jet Schwan, who not only threw out 4 runners on the base pass, also did not record an out and scored a couple of runs. And as much as I would like to give it to Brock Johnson, I think Schwan may have had a little bit of a bigger impact, especially given how close that game got at the last part.
Yeah, he had a huge impact on the defensive side, and then even on the offensive side, while it may have not come in the form of a grand slam, he was still doing his job every time, getting on base and scoring runs. And then on the defensive side, you just can't look past 4 throwouts, and he's just controlling those guys from Montana too. He wasn't giving up free bases; he was keeping everything in front of him. So it was definitely well deserved.
Once again, your final score 17-8 as the Powell Pioneers get their second victory of the weekend, this time taking over the Lockwood, Montana Razorbacks. That'll do it for us for game 1 of day number 3. We'll have game 2 up here in just a moment. Hudson will stay with you. I'll get off, and he'll get the better Anthony Colasuna for that game, so I'll be right back later here. But that's it for this one. 17-8, the final score for Hudson Garner. To my left, I'm Jace Andrews saying peace out from game 1 today of the Green River Night Invite.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.